up, Glam dolls? I am BBDesire, and this is BBDesire Glam, the one-stop shop for all your beauty desires. So today I'm going to be doing a 10-minute quarantine brow glam using Anastasia, and this video is really just for all my glam dolls that haven't been able to get waxed, threaded, or even tinted. And you just want to get your brows together, get them tamed. You want to be looking slayed. Maybe you got a quarantine bae coming over. Maybe you just want to flex for Instagram. But either way, I've got you covered. So we're going to get right into it. As you can see, all you're going to need for today is an angle brush, a flat brush, a lash or a brow brush, 2 concealers. One's going to be lighter than your skin tone. The other one's going to be true to skin tone. Some clear brow gel. And of course, your Anastasia brow pencil or pomade. And today I am going to be using both a pencil and pomade just for a fuller, darker effect. So I have already concealed under one brow, the brow that I'm currently working on. And I am brushing the brows to make sure that they are up and even. And now I'm just going in with my angle brush and I am filling in with pomade. I am also going through to brush just to make sure that product is being evenly dispersed through the brow hairs so that I don't have some spots darker than others or some heavier in one spot than the other. So I'm just continuously going in, filling in the brow and brushing it out to just make sure that everything is evenly dispersed. Now I love my dual brow. It has the brow brush on one side, angle brush on the other side. You don't necessarily have to use one like this. I know some people prefer for their brushes to be separate. It's just a preference at this point. So you do whatever works for you. I've had some people ask, B, why do you go in with your concealer first? And I don't always do that, but what I love to do in cases where, again, you're working on a client or you're working on yourself and you already know that your eyebrows have not been waxed, they haven't been plucked, they haven't been threaded, and you're working with a lot of extra ingrown hair, sometimes it's hard to get a picture of that natural shape that you want to create for the brows when you have so much ingrown hair. So what I love to do is start with the concealer. That way I can outline where I actually want to fill in and what shape I actually want before going in with my pomade or my brow and actually creating the space that I'm going to be working with. It also gives me a chance to lay down some of those darker hairs and just put my first layer of concealer coverage down. Again, all preference. It's no right or wrong way. This is just the BBDesire Glam way. Now, one thing I do like to add is when using that concealer, you will see as you continue to watch, I use the lighter concealer underneath the brow, and on top of the brow, I'm going to go in with my concealer that is closer or exact matching to the skin tone. And if it's not the skin tone, you at least want it to blend in with the perfect match to the foundation that you'll later apply if you're going to be wearing a full face of makeup. For this video, it's strictly brows, so there won't be any foundation match. So you will notice that I did choose, again, a brighter concealer underneath the brow, and that's to highlight the brow and also prep the eyes for whatever shadow I'm going to be laying down later. But over the eye, I will use a concealer that is closer to the skin tone and also the foundation that she would normally wear. Now, after I've gotten the brow filled in to my liking of where I want it, you'll see that's when I start going over the brow to just shape off the rest. It's also when I start to blend everything out and go back in with concealer to just perfect anything. Maybe you made a space too large, or you want to get in there more and just refine the lines, make sure everything looks super sharp. That's when you would start to play in those concealers and go back in and just do any corrections that you feel are needed. Again, guys, there's no right or wrong here. It's all preference. Brows are one of those things that everyone likes differently, so it's all about what you like and what you're into. So as I blend that out, you can see already, just comparing the side that I'm working on to the other brow, how much of a difference it makes. That brow's fuller, it's thicker, it's bolder. And when doing a full face, this brow on the left would make a dramatic difference on the finished product. And I'm just doing some extra cleanup there, really making sure that I've got that brow arched and that I've got that concealer blended in. If you guys haven't already while this video is playing, make sure you go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and please leave a comment below if you enjoyed this video, if there's additional things you guys would love to see, if something wasn't clearly explained. All feedback is welcome. I would love to hear from you guys. At this point, I've gotten the brow how I want it, so I'm going in with my Anastasia brow gel, and I was just applying that clear gel across the brow to really lock and seal everything in place. Those brows will be going nowhere. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And you see, for this side, I didn't start with concealer. This brow wasn't as bad as the other brow, so I could really still see a clear line of where I wanted to apply my product and how I wanted my brow to be shaped. Brush and blend, my favorite parts. That's what really keeps the brow looking semi-natural. And making sure all that product is spread throughout all the hairs. I'm now going in with the concealer to clean it up. It's important, ladies, always blend that concealer into the skin so that no matter what you're putting on after, you don't want any harsh lines, you don't want any product packed in one specific spot. You want everything to have a seamless look and flow. can see I'm applying the clear gel on this brow too, so that all your hard work doesn't wipe or smear right off. Those brows, once dry, are locked in place and set for the day. Now I like to go in at the end and just use your preference of fluff brush and just use some setting powder, or you can use a pressed powder, whatever you prefer, loose or setting powder, and just go in, and I just like to set the brows, set the concealer, and voila! You have tricked the system, ladies. We have tricked them. They think that we just got threaded and waxed, and you have not. You have spent 10 minutes and done this on your own, or on a friend, or on a family member, and now you're ready.